Hi everyone, as you know by now, I'm Willie Smit. If you're watching this, I just came out of a 2-week long break. It was much overdue. I really pushed hard from just August about until the end of February, and I really needed a break. So I took 2 weeks off the bike, 14 days, much needed as I said. I'm just here to give you a few tips on how to start your base training again. And the first thing I'll be focusing on is hygiene. Obviously, if you get sick somehow, there's no training going to happen. Let's be honest. So a lot of people overlook good hygiene, and it's a few simple things which is very easy to overlook. I've seen so many people carry with hand sanitizer, which they carry with them, and as soon as they shake somebody's hand, they rip out the hand sanitizer, they put it on their hands, and they feel all chuffed with themselves. Well, the first solution is that you don't need to always greet someone like this. We all know how superstitious Cyclist is, and the newest thing on the block is just to fist bump someone. They really don't take offense. Secondly, I would like to talk to you about tap water. There aren't that strict protocols within the municipalities anymore, and due to that we aren't getting the good quality water that we actually deserve. There's a lot of pollution, and therefore they throw a lot of chloride into the water to get it cleaner. So what we do is, for the cheaper option, is you can just go to the nearest shop. You can get one of these canisters, refill it. It works out much cheaper, about R1 per litre, or you can just buy bottled water. This is one of the ways I keep my health up. I stay healthy. My digestive system works very good. Yeah, so obviously if we're going into marginal gains, another thing you can do is to stop drinking tap water, get bottled water, or just go for the cheaper option and go get yourself some filtered water at your closest spa. Thirdly, and this is a big one, is your water bottles. I see there's a lot of people lacking cleaning their water bottles properly, and therefore they actually pick up a lot of diseases through dirty water bottles. One thing I never do is, and my teammates know about that, is I never share my bottles. And actually it's not that I've got anything against anyone, it's just one of the ways to prevent spreading any germs. But let's stay on the topic. So first of all, I just want to show you how to actually clean your water bottle properly. Just opening it up, rinsing it out, and washing the cap is not going to be enough. Sometimes you can actually, as you see here, you can actually just take off this cap. You might struggle at first, but it's really not that difficult. Okay, it's actually a bit more difficult. So you can take this thing off. You're really not breaking the cap at all. It comes off here. You wash this properly, because a lot of germs sits in between this and the cap of the bottle, and then obviously you can just press it back in. It's really not that difficult. And you can't wash your bottles without using one of these. Rinsing them out is definitely not going to cut it. You really need to get in there. But for those that have a washing machine at home, washing the bottles on a really high temperature will obviously rid them of germs, but obviously will affect the lifetime of your cycling bottles. So maybe not such a good idea washing them on a regular basis on a very high temperature. As well, if you're really scared about picking up any germs, and you're scared that you haven't washed your bottles very well, you might thinking of sterilizing them every now and then, and that will definitely clean all the germs within it. So fourth on my list, I know this will catch a few people off guard, but fourth on my list is pre and probiotics. As cyclists, we do tend to get ill quite a lot, and what is the first thing the doctor prescribes? Antibiotics. It's one of the most common drugs that are overprescribed in the world, and obviously the cause of a lot of deaths worldwide. So why have I mentioned probiotics? The importance of probiotics is that obviously antibiotics kill all the bad bacteria in your gut, and then there's an overgrowth of bad bacteria afterwards, and it can cause quite a big variety of illnesses. Therefore, it's very, very important to supplement with pre and probiotics directly after or during the use of antibiotics. Firstly, I would recommend that you don't go on antibiotics at all and rather use natural herbs like I do for the last 4 or 5 years now, like garlic, cayenne, coconut oil, things like that. But obviously you get people that really need to go on antibiotics and there's no other option. Probiotics isn't just good for you to supplement with during or after the use of a course of antibiotics. Wherever you go, whenever you go to different locations, you might drink different water and it might upset the balance in your stomach, or you eat different type of foods, and it's just different. It's not that there's anything wrong with that type of food. Your body is just not used to that type of food, and your stomach and gut might feel a bit off, and using probiotics obviously will assist in the well-being of it. And lastly, this is the last few things I'd like to emphasize on, to be hygienic, stay healthy and not get sick. Like I've mentioned with the hand sanitizer thing, I really find it funny because I see a lot of people, even pros out there, that don't wash their helmet. I've showed a video previously in one of my vlogs where I just put my helmet on, I get in the shower, I throw shampoo all over it, and I just take a shower. I know my helmet is clean, it's not a big mission, and it's one of the easiest routines to follow. So keep your helmet clean. I mean, I've seen a lot of people that go 3 weeks, a month without washing the helmet, putting on the same dirty helmet all over and over again. Definitely not a good idea. It's not hygienic, and it's definitely a recipe to pick up some germs. Eyewear as well. There's a lot of sweat that builds up on your dust as well, and it's infested with a lot of germs. You need to keep that clean. Another thing I like to do is just give my handlebars a quick alcohol swipe over the handlebars. I know it's cleaned of germs, and that's why I stay healthy. I really hope all these tips help for you, because they really do help for me, and that you get out there after your rest period, focus on these tips and smash the season with some great results, and knowing that you don't have to worry about any germs or illnesses which will hinder your training. I'm Willie Smit. I hope you enjoy these tips, and all the best for your season going forward.